Ways to save money on a tight budget. This is the Pablo Henrique channel. Like and subscription is not requested, it is conquered. How you supposed to save money on a tight budget? I'll tell you what. I know what poor feels like. I know what po feels like, and I've also been able to travel the world. Becoming a self-made multi-millionaire, figuring out who I am, what my life purpose is. I'll tell you that budgeting at one point was one of those really critical key aspects of figuring out how to let the rest of my life become everything it's become. I'm going to share with you my #1 tip on how to budget like a boss to help you step into this amazing life that you want to live. So I'm going to share with you in a moment my 4-enveloped system. My wife and I developed this back when we were newlyweds, when we didn't have money and yet we found a goal, something truly worth saving for. In fact, the first mentor that told me what I needed to do to make my first $1 million required me to put $5,000 in my savings account and work on actively establishing my credit. So here are the two things that I had to do. And for a 14-month period of time, before I hit that goal, I needed to find a way to put $5,000 together when I didn't have 2 pennies to rub together. And I want to share with you, when we first got married, we were looking for examples on how do we budget. And we developed a system, realized that, if we were going to save this $5,000, we were going to become wisest woods in how we allocate our resources. And I'm going to tell you right now, your resources can stretch way further than they currently might be, depending on mindset, and it's going to start with the belief that you have plenty and enough to spare. And so with that, let me share with you my 4-enveloped system. Alright. So budgeting, you can turn it into a game and you can make it fun, and it requires just a little bit of organization. Once you have your why and you know what you want, so that you can aim that budgeting for a purpose to the budget, give it direction, give it aim, and give it a purpose. When we got started, we used the 4-enveloped system. We had 4 physical envelopes, and what we would do is we would divide all of our money into #1, personal use. Okay, personal use was what we're going to be consuming our money on every month. Personal use was food and gas and our monthly expenses. #2, there was an investment envelope, which was we're investing in our future. We can't live paycheck to paycheck our entire life or just get ahead a little bit. We decided the incremental growth was never going to get us where we wanted to go, so eventually we were going to have to invest in us, and we're going to have to invest in investments like real estate and business and other things. So even if it's just $1 a month or $10 or $50, that's a start with putting money towards your investment envelope. #3, savings. This is also really important. Eventually, if we can save a little for a rainy day, we start creating peace of mind. We make it easier to choose out of scarcity. So every month, money would go into savings, and then #4, charity. And you know, my wife and I, in our religion, we pay a 10% tithing. This is one of the ways that we give, and that money gets to go towards really good causes. So this 4-envelope system, no matter how much money you have every month, the idea is, and in the beginning with the tight budget, a lot of it might be going to that personnel category, which is what do we need to sustain our household. #2, get something in that investment envelope. If you're not making enough money and moving backwards, put that money in your investment. You don't invest when you have a surplus. Investing is a priority. It's more important than your cell phone bill, it's more important than your home bill. You have to invest in yourself. Because if you don't have a plan for it, how you're going to ever get out of your circumstance? You need to do something to go beyond. Don't just wait for things to change with time or for the promotion to finally come. Make that an expense that is just as real as paying off that credit card. #3, savings. You've got to get your money set aside to save, so that should you get with something, you have something to fall back on. Now watch this video right here for you to learn how to make big money. Videos every day at 8 p.m. Watch this video right here. Thank you so much everyone for watching. My name is Pablo Henrique, and I'll see you in the next video.